Hello Pisces, welcome to your May 2025 reading. My name is Nigel and you have found Alchemy. Okay, let's get started right away. Now, the cards that are present right here are from your Spring 2025 reading. If you haven't listened to that, I invite you to. And as promised, I re-pulled these cards to build a reading around it to expand upon that energy. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull this up a little bit so you can really see this particular card. Now this is the Five of Pentacles, and in this particular deck this is an expansion card, right? As you know, the normal Five of Pentacles is someone that's left out in the cold. They could be experiencing money problems, they could be experiencing loss, they could be experiencing some sort of abandonment. And in this picture there is someone that's coming to someone's rescue and inviting them into a warm place. So there's that. Now, you also have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is Jupiter and Leo. It can be looked at as recognition, but it's definitely overcoming something, moving away from some sort of loss, right? Let's just put it that way. Moving away from some sort of loss into some sort of victory. And the very next card up here is the King of Pentacles, which is Sun and Taurus energy. And this is another success card. It's long-term success, stability. And this could be love. This could be work. Could be anything goal-oriented like that. And your advice card here is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is Uranus in Aquarius energy. And the advice is to move forward with confidence here, Pisces. Now your oracle here is comfort zone, right? So you may be very tempted to cling to a comfort zone. What is your comfort zone in this situation, right? I don't know, but I feel like you're moving away from that. The comfort zone could very easily be holding on to a past pain, holding on to something that happened in the past. Could be, all right? We're going to build on this. Now, when we add all this, if you want an expanded vision of this, just go back to that other reading. I just wanted to kind of summarize it so people who didn't see that reading won't be lost. But when we add this up and we break it down, we get the number 11, which is bridging energy. It's a cardinal energy and it bridges one thing into another. So you're being invited to walk over a bridge here, Pisces. Will you take it? Let's see. You do have silver. And as you can see, silver is number 25 in this deck. And it is very indicative of the moon, right? Lunar energy. It's also, because it's indicative of the moon, it is also very Cancer laden, right? And silver in and of itself shines. Even though it's kind of the lesser of the two metals when you compare it to gold, silver does require polishing, which means your own energy is required for the success that you may be seeking. You have the riddle. And the riddle is number 53 in this deck. The riddle is the puzzle, the question, the mystery. If you are or have gone through a difficult time here, if you're going through it now, if you went through it in the past, you may be puzzled as to why that happened. Why did that happen at all? The answer that you seek will be revealed. It will be revealed. It may start to be revealed this month, because right next to this you do have, I'm not going to pick this up because you can see this very clearly, you do have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is the sword of clarity and truth revealed. So I like that for you. You also, let me see if I can pick these up. Wait a sec. Perfect. You do have these two cards. Now, this particular card represents someone in chains, right? Someone bound to something. This could be a memory. This could be something, I mean, just judging by these other cards, it could be something from your past here that you are, I'm not going to say dwelling on, but you're holding it. You're holding on to it whether you realize it or not, and it is keeping you in chains. And this card prompts you to move forward, because if this person gave up right now, they would not get the treasure, right? So you're being prompted to move ahead. You're being told that there is a treasure at the end of this and to keep the faith. You have Z H, and V as far as letters. Now, like I always say, it could be someone's initials. It also could be the name of a street, a restaurant, anything like that. And keep that under your hat until the end of the month, when things should be very clear to you here. Pisces, you have the moon, which, sort of underlines that silver card, right? It says emotions, instincts, subconscious, right? The moon, Cancer energy. Yeah, it's intuition at its peak. And it may be where you're feeling some sort of a pull. You may be feeling some sort of a pull here. And I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but you also have Cancer. So you kind of have Cancer 3 times if you think about it. And this is number 4 in this deck. And Cancer, I mean, you may be dealing with a Cancer. I mean, Cancer has come up over and over again. But in general, Cancer reflects and underlines that silver card. And the moon card, so that it's sort of backing each other up. You have the cusp card as well, and it says transition, right? Definitely transitioning from one thing into another with that bridging energy, right? Look where Cancer is in your chart and take note of the house it's in. I think it's going to be very revealing to you individually and specifically here, Cancer. I mean, see, I meant to call you Pisces. Now with your charms here, you do have the 3 of Swords in reverse. And man, does that make sense, right? There is some sort of, because it is in reverse, it's something that happened in the past that you may be holding on to. You may have internalized it, even if some of you may think about it still, for sure. Some of you may not, but either way, it's inside you and it's affecting your present moment. You have the number 6 here on the die. And number 6 is the number for Venus. And that's associated with love. So there may be, I mean, listen, with the 3 of Swords here especially, there may be some sort of thing you're holding on to in regards to love, something that happened to you in the past. And here you have this earring, and let me tell you something. This earring is very specific, and it means somebody that really did you dirty in the past. It's upside down, meaning it is something that happened. It's something you're internalizing, that you're getting the same message over and over again. So this reading is definitely for someone that has been hurt in the past. And whether you realize it or not, that is infecting your present, okay? The earring could represent someone who lied to you, someone who cheated on you, someone who definitely deceived you in some way. You have these 2 cards here. One is a crown. And I really like this energy for you because this is what you're coming into. You're coming into being crowned. And it goes with this 6 of Wands energy, this victorious energy. And it does say synchronicity, right? Synchronization, Renaissance music, emotion. You look for synchronicities this month. I really think that something amazing is going to happen to you this month if you let it in. You have to let it in. You have to be open to it because this could be you. Honestly, I need a secure place to open up. You may be feeling insecure because of certain things that have happened in your past here, Pisces. And here's the date card. It says, I'd love to get together sometime and learn more about you. I really think there is someone here in your energy. If they're not here yet, by the end of the month, you're going to know who this is, who would like to get to know you better, who wants to get in beyond that wall that you may have built, whether you realize it or not. Yeah, you're trying to stay within a safe space. Someone is trying to get through. Someone will be trying to get through to you. This card tells me that if you at least give them a chance, not asking you to trust someone blindly here, Pisces, but if you give someone a chance, you have a really good indication of hitting this treasure with this crown and this particular card. Now, down here is where you have your 3 legs. And like I've been saying lately, because I need to really underline this, yes, they could go in order, but since it's not a science, it could be out of order. This last leg could be your first leg, and it's going to be different for each Pisces, and I just wanted to sort of reiterate that. I've been trying to say that in every reading. Your first leg here, it says reflection, projection, and man, does that make sense? You may be projecting things that have gone on in your past to your present moment, your present time. You may be trying very hard not to see something, not to see someone, Someone is trying to see you and you're not having it. You have the Page of Cups, which is some sort of an offer that will be coming in, okay? The Two of Swords is Saturn and Libra energy, and it asks us, what are you blocking or refusing to see? And the Page of Cups is Moon in Cancer. You got more Cancer energy here. It's an offer, a message, perhaps. And man, this card goes with everything we just said too. This is the Five of Cups, right? Traditionally, right? You see this person's concentrating on the cups that have spilt over, and right behind him there are two cups, right? Being offered to him or available. They're available to him. He's just not seeing it. So Spirit is asking you to turn around and look and see what's still available to you. When we add this column up and we break it down, we get Neptune energy, which is your energy, right? Dreams, idealism. And for you, this is absolutely a comfortable place to be. It may not be for every sign, but for Pisces, it is. So this is a safe space for you. And I'm asking you personally, Pisces, please just turn around. Here on your second leg, it says North Node, right? So you have South Node here and North Node, your purpose. And when I see the purpose card, I also look at the riddle and say, okay, you may be questioning, why did that happen? Why did this person do that to me? Or why was I singled out? And I do think you're going to be receiving an answer this month. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that, that an angel's going to pop up and say, hey, that had to happen because of this. It's going to be something that's going to become clear to you. Okay. For your first card here, you have the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Five of Wands in reverse is Saturn and Leo energy. The release of something, or the release of some confusion, inner conflict, external conflict. There's conflict being released here. You do have as your center card Temperance in reverse. Temperance is an extremely patient card. It's a card of healing. It's a card of being very subdued. It's the card of Sagittarius. And this may be you stopping that waiting, that pause, to find that purpose, right? That forward motion that sort of is absent. Temperance card is not a bad card. It's an actual good card of healing. But with the Three of Swords in reverse and with the Temperance in reverse, I think your healing is done. I really do. Because your very next card is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is Sun in Leo. And this is a power card. Now, this could represent someone that's coming into your life. It could represent you achieving that confidence, that success. Maybe sort of igniting some passion, right? That you may not have felt for a very, very long time. When we add this up and we break it down, it sort of makes sense that we get Pluto, right? That death and rebirth, the death of something in order to be reborn into a better situation, a rekindling of sorts. Now, last leg, beautiful, for you anyway. We have more Neptune energy. And it does say confusion and illusion, but I think when it comes to, and that may be for other people, but anytime I see Neptune energy in a Piscean reading, I always think, wow, they're coming into their own power. They're achieving something here. That you are acknowledging a tower moment here from your past, right? This could be Pluto, Scorpio energy. It could be Mars, Aries energy. But you know what? This is facing something that you may have been avoiding with that Two of Swords energy. Facing what happened. Many of us, and I'm a Pisces stellium, many of us just suppress something. They do, to really face it is to experience more pain, at least so we think. You do have the Nine of Swords coming in next time, right? You might have to experience a little bit more pain here. Mars and Gemini energy, feeling and healing, facing, feeling and healing. And this leads right into this Two of Wands energy, which is Mars and Aries, moving forward with brand new plans. Beautiful. We add this up and we break it down, we get Mars and Aries energy again. Mars, Aries / right? Passion reignited, confidence fully restored, moving ahead with gusto. Really nice. But there is something here from the past that you have to face, feel, and release, as far as I'm concerned here, Pisces. Now, in your challenges, you may find it challenging to feel this empowerment. This is Leo energy, right? We have Sun and Strength on one card. It may be challenging, but it's worth it. It may be challenging to break these chains. It may be challenging to keep pressing forward, but there is a reward here waiting for you. don't let this moment pass you by. And, I'm not saying that this is the person you're going to grow old with. It may be, but this is a safe person. And this is someone who may help you further heal. This is someone who may make you understand your worth. At the very least, you do have the Page of Swords coming in your challenge position here, Mercury and Gemini, a message coming in. Now, this message may be challenging because it's coming in from the outside, or it may be something that's coming from within you, right? Because he is holding that sword, and that sword is also present here. And he's like, what do I do with this truth? What do I do with it? You have the Emperor here in reverse, and the Emperor is Aries energy. And this is seeing someone for who they truly were. There was an abuse of power here. Someone was in a power position. Either you put them in a power position, or they were in a power position in general, and there was an abuse of power. But look at this. You have more Piscean energy with the Hanged Man coming into a new perspective. And for Pisces, this is great. And what's fascinating here, Pisces, is that when we add this column up and we break it down, we get Neptune energy again. And what did I say? For you, it is really good energy. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be worth it. Now, for your opportunities, you have the opportunity to grow and feel that warmth of summer, right? Nice energy here. You have the Page of Wands here in reverse, Jupiter and Sagittarius. I look at these, especially when they're in this particular column, as a reevaluation, right? A reevaluation of your approach, a reevaluation of where you place your passion, where you place your, it's passion. What's worth it? What is worth it? You have the Knight of Pentacles here coming in reverse. And for my readings anyway, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. But when he's in reverse, he tends to speed up. You have the opportunity to move forward with this beautiful Knight of Swords energy. And here is yet another page in reverse, right? And Pentacles it has long-lasting value, right? Somebody was a page, and you are moving into King energy. You have the King of Wands here and the King of Pentacles here, and you're going to feel the difference. You're going to feel the difference. Another reevaluation of what may have been stuck, what may have been slow, and what you have placed your trust in the past, and how it may not have been worth it. And what's interesting again is that when we add this up and we break it down, we get 0. So you're starting at ground 0 with a brand new situation. And I really like that energy for you. Here, let me grab this deck here. I'm going to pull one of these cards for you, and then we're going to do your numerology. But this is definitely you being offered something. I really would take the opportunity to release something and replace it with something of value. For Pisces, please, for May. You got 2. Love that for you. So you have 21. I am inspiring. It says you are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. This is something you may hear from this person. You're a very inspiring person. You also have I am aligned, and I like that for you because I do think you're going to fall into alignment. It says you are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. I am inspiring, and I am aligned. Now, when we add all the numbers up in this reading and we break it down, we get the number 11 again. What did I say that was? It was bridging energy. You're going from one part of your life to another if you allow it. Okay? If you allow it. The numbers that we talked about the most were number 7 and number 5. And number 7 is your Neptune energy, right? It is the energy of you coming into your own power. And number 5 is the energy of Mercury. That's Gemini, Virgo energy. But, more than that, it is communication. Is it internal communication? Is it something that you learn? I do think you're going to find some clarity. There's going to be some clarity here. Your lucky numbers this month are 4, 6, 5, 11, 25, and 8. Then the planet, believe it or not, that we spoke about the most is Mars. right? It's that Aries energy moving forward with confidence, passion. Something's been reignited. The signs we discussed were Virgo, Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, and Pisces. The two signs that came up the most were Cancer. What did I say? I mean, Cancer means something definitely this month, and that's that moon energy, that pull. If you're going to feel a pull in a certain direction, and the second sign was Aries, which is all that Martian energy that we talked about, that confidence, moving forward with, right? We said this way at the beginning, moving forward with confidence and speed. Love this for you. Please let me know. Come back and let me know who this ends up being. And please give them a chance, Pisces. Namaste.